morning, welcome to CATEX-TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Monday, June 13th, 2011. I'm here in Princeton, New Jersey today. The broadcast is accessible on YouTube. Well, last night, a big upset occurred in the world of sports. The Miami Heat lost, and the Dallas Mavericks are the NBA champions, the world champions, after all that money was spent by Pat Riley down in Miami. Too bad. Well, we have some real news. In Christchurch, New Zealand today, a series of powerful earthquakes have rolled through the city. One was a 6.0, one was a 5.2. Destroyed a building, sent boulders tumbling down hillsides. Shopping malls were evacuated. Apparently 6 people have been taken to the hospital already. It struck at about lunchtime. Panicked people fled office buildings and went out into the streets. Power was cut off to about 10,000 homes. Obviously, New Zealand was heavily impacted by earthquakes back in February and back in December the previous year. Big news in the reinsurance world. New York-based reinsurer Transatlantic Holdings and Allied World Assurance Company, based in Switzerland, begun down in Bermuda, have agreed to merge in a $3.2 billion stock swap. It's going to form a company with a total now of about $21 billion of assets. The deal calls for transatlantic shareholders to obtain a 58% stake in the new company. Allied World will see their shareholders get a 42% stake. Allied World Chairman, President, and CEO Scott Carmilani will serve as President and CEO of the new company. Transatlantic's President Robert Orlick is going to retire at the expected Q4 closing of the deal. Mike Sapner, Executive VP of Transatlantic, will serve as President and CEO for global reinsurance for the combined entity. Travelers in the United States announced over the weekend that the violent thunderstorms and tornadoes that ripped through the U.S. in April and May are going to generate over $1 billion in losses. Might be possibly surpassing its record $1.1 billion quarterly cat loss that they incurred back in 2005. The losses net of reinsurance and taxes were concentrated in the group's business and personal insurance segments. And this is a story we've sort of been following. There is a volcano erupting in Chile. Well, it's left thousands of travelers stranded at airports now for 2 days in a row. They've left them stranded in Australia and New Zealand. Strong winds have carried the ash across the Pacific Ocean since the volcano began erupting a week ago. The cloud of ash has blown over 6,000 miles across the Atlantic. It's drifted over parts of southern Australia and New Zealand, causing travel chaos for thousands of travelers. Services between New Zealand and Australia have been disrupted, along with many domestic routes in both countries. Qantas Airlines said all flights in and out of the southern island of Tasmania and those to New Zealand were grounded on Monday. And in Amman today, a Jordanian security official said that the motorcade of King Abdullah II was attacked with empty bottles and stones thrown at it during a visit to a southern town. The king was apparently unharmed. And interestingly, Vietnam and China seem to be moving toward fisticuffs. This happens periodically. The last time was in the 1970s. Vietnam held a live fire naval drill off its coast today in a move that surprised analysts and apparently indicates increasingly uncompromising positions on the part of Vietnam in competing with China regarding the vast energy resources that lie below the South China Sea. The exercises around the island of Hang Hang, about 25 miles off the coast of central Vietnam, come after a series of clashes between Chinese and Vietnamese vessels over oil exploration in the area. The point of these exercises, said a specialist, is to send a clear message that Vietnam is serious about protecting its interests in the South China Sea and that it won't be bullied by China. Last week, China's ambassador said that he is warning countries not to explore for oil in the South China Sea without Chinese permission. Well, good luck with that. If we have any other news, we'll come back and tell you. In the meantime, thank you for watching. One bit of news, actually, that I just was handed. Insurance Insider is reporting that Barbican Insurance has now publicly confirmed that they are in talks to acquire Omega,